FPL lovers, it is all over. It's been a bit of a mare. Let's go and see what's been going on. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh, wow. Why is that still up? Close that down. Close that down. Close that down. There we go. Oh, nobody on, thank God. Nobody watching this, because I'm sure you'll be watching it. Hopefully be watching it on a bit of back run. But it's all just gone wrong. It's all gone repeat tongue. Oh. Thanks for joining me anyway. If you have joined me, very nice to have you on board. Where's the music? Where's the music? There we go. I need that. I need that. Right, so I'm just going to do things slightly different, maybe, to what I've done before. This is the Game Week review stream, like I've said. I want to go and look at each game, see what's been going on, and analyse it a bit. But to be honest with you, I'm feeling as flat as anything. As flat as anything. There's my Game Week. I might even do that later tonight. Let this sink in. Nobody sat on there on the stream at this moment in time anyway. Maybe it's not a good idea to do it straight after the final whistle. Maybe people are going to go put their kids to bed, like I probably should be doing as well, to be honest. But yeah, there's my Game Week anyway. 33 points, -4, 29. I've had a 30% drop. I was doing bad enough anyway, at 2.5 million, and now I'm like 3.6 million. It's as low as I've been since I can remember. Is that the final scores on the doors? Sure is. Even had Nick Pope on the bench if I could do anything wrong. Oh, monkey. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at it. No one's done worse than that. How have you done? Don't mind if I have a look, do you? This, by the way, live FPL. Oh, it's not showing up. Why not? Re-download. I was thinking. Suppose it is, yeah, it's that time of day. We do have a new leader, though. We do have a new leader. Nihal joined the league. He came on the stream Friday night. He said he was coming in at the top, and he has. Fair play. Good to have good people on board. I'm current a car, but I'll be with you in 10, alright? Yeah, mate, absolutely fine, of course. Gonna go through each game by game. Come back and have a look at your team in a minute. How have you done? 45 points. Just as a bit of a look in, see if anybody's done as bad as me. No, I don't reckon so. Let's have a look down the league. Nihal at the top of the league, 38 points this week. That makes me feel a little bit better. '40s, 50s are good scores. So yeah, this is me now. I've literally decided, I've been doing my match reviews over the weekend. I don't know if you've happened to see any of that at all individually, but oh my God, they take forever and I just can't do that many, and I haven't been able to see my kids this weekend. So what I've decided is when there's a match day, there's a few games on that day, or even one game, I'm going to come on at the end of the final whistle and we'll break that game apart that's just been on, and we'll have a look at the games that have been on that day as well, and we'll do it in a live stream and we'll sort of go game by game. But in this first instance, let's just have a quick look and see how the week's gone, because mine's gone terrible. Absolutely terrible. So 40s and 50s seem to be the general sort of scores. There I am on 33 with a -4. Got the lowest league score in the league this week. Got a 65 there. 60. 64 from Brian up in third. Who's in Brian's team? Fair play, Brian. Well done, mate. They're going to give you up, mate. Gameweek ranked 47,000 on 62 points. So there we go. Just goes to show that it's a tough week this week all round. Because everybody's captain in Haaland. The new differential, not captain in Haaland. Wow. First blank. Right. Anyway, I'm going to get into it. Let's have a look and listen. See what's. Let's have a look at the game. Who did what? Now we'll start with the Liverpool-Man City game. Mo Salah, FPL god of years gone by. Is he back? Is that it now? Is he officially back? Is he like the must transfer this week? Is he? What do you think? I've considered it already, got to be honest. Hat-trick midweek. Goal up against City like that. They've got some good fixtures coming up. Alisson on the bonus, probably 51. Well, thanks, Foden. Cheers, mate. Should that goal have been disallowed? Should that goal... What do you think? That, for me, was like... I don't know how far back that foul was, but it didn't seem to show it at the time. They don't seem to show much sometimes on VR. They do tend to be selective. There wasn't any VAR intervention for the Everton penalty yesterday with Harry Kane. I don't understand why VAR... It seems to be the more you moan at the referee, the more they go and, like, check out VAR. That's what I seem to be seeing anyway. You just won 200 quid off 5 quid. Liverpool 1-0. Salah shot on target. Well done. Well done, Josh. Great stuff, mate. I've just had a terrible day. I mean, to be fair, it's only one goal, Josh, to hold him all season. But I think now is possibly the time to bring him back in. How much is he now? How much is Mo Salah? 12.7 million pounds. Now, people watching now, is it time to bring back Mo Salah? Obviously, Kevin De Bruyne, City, they've all got a blank. Well, I ain't got enough money for him unless I take another hit this week. Oh, I don't like FPL anymore. I'm going to change that sign just there. Yeah, I don't love FPL. Well, tell you what, FPL doesn't seem to love me. It's a one-way relationship, this. Oh. We will look at the games in a bit. But we're looking at the Liverpool game. Who else stood out in the Liverpool game? Obviously, clean sheet. Robertson's back. Are the match stats up yet? I'm not sure how long they take. With it literally just finishing. Let's have a look. And obviously, I signed Bobby Firmino. Gets taken off. Although Nunes came in. Isn't he greedy? And sporadic. Why don't you free hit? No chance, mate. The reason I won't free hit is, I'll show you in a minute. We'll come back to the free hit. Because that's a very pertinent conversation for this week. Because I'm sure a lot of people will be considering it. Probably a lot of people tripled up on City, got double Arsenal, even triple Arsenal. And then there's like Maddison, people losing out on Maddison. James, obviously, last week, if you weren't able to transfer him out last week because you had other fires to put out. Let's see if we can get game week just 11. Is this today? Let's make this smaller so we can see. Is this today? Zero minutes. One game, 11 points. Alisson, Salah, 8. Is that right? Is that how many he's got? No, there wasn't just one shot, one on target. No, they're not up yet. Must still be coming through from Opta. But yeah, we can look at all the other games, not a problem, I would imagine. You need to you have too many Arsenal City players and Patterson. I know, mate. Let me go and show you my team and what I need to do. If I go to pick team, I've got my bus team sorted. I put it out yesterday. So, I think I can get away with one transfer, De Bruyne and Patterson. And what my plan has been going into this game week, obviously everything's up for debate because we've had another weekend of football now. But my plan going into this game week was to take out Kevin De Bruyne and take out Patterson for a hit and bring in the midfielder of choice to go in there. I think my defender of choice that's going to be going in there, been watching him for a while. Wish I brought him in last week after he's had another bad decision that's not gone my way. Not bringing in Dalot. Been watching him for weeks, been saying he's the budget defender that we need to get, and then it comes to it, I signed Cresswell. And now he's got Liverpool who are back on form. Away. I don't know why I did it. KDB, no, I'm not going to Trossard, mate. He's got one great fixture. It'll be Mason Mount, another player that I was talking about last week. Headed up the front of my thumbnail. You know what I mean? I was so talking about him, watched him midweek, how great he'd been. He's on the watch list. You know, he's great, but why didn't I just put him in my team? Start of the game week, and now I'll bring him in, and now, you know, he won't score this week because, you know, they'll be watching him. Yeah. But now Mo Salah's back in form. So that is a big question. But I can't afford to take hits. I haven't got a wild card. I've got money tied up in goal. So I can take money from there. But that's another -4. So we're looking at a -8. To bring in 2 players. One's Brentford away, who've just shown how good. If I'm bringing Mason Mount, he's looking good, but Brentford away they've just shown how good they are defensively. So the player I want there isn't the one. Maybe I need to try and get Mo Salah. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's go tinkering. Game week review bits will be shortly, and if they're not, then well. Oh, I'm going tinkering. Transfers. Because Mo Salah's about to bang, isn't he? He's about to bang. Look at that! I could have gone Cresswell straight back to the lot, but no, can't. I think the only way I could do it would be to take, but for a -8. Wouldn't even know. Who've I been watching? Who's been doing well in goal? Been watching them all weekend. Raya did really well in goal. button. There he is. How many points did he get this weekend? Was it 9? But then I suppose we do all talk about players all the time. No, 6 points. Oh, don't know why I saw 9. Anyway, clean sheet. Would have been a great weekend for me, that. Well, not great. Triple City attack. So look, those who abandoned, I've stuck with them, so they better pay me back in game week 13. That's all I'm going to say, because that's why I've done it, because I want to hold them. What does that leave me with? Money remaining for a goalkeeper, £4.3 million. So that forces my hand, really, doesn't it? Let's have a look. 4.3. I want goalkeepers. So I can't go for the Chelsea keeper. And all this to raise some funds. Danny Ward's again another player I had when I got rid of him. Started getting clean sheets. Now they weren't back to back, but 15 points in 3 game weeks. Wow, fair play. If you brought him in, you think Brentford will shock Chelsea? Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. What awards fixtures like? Leeds, Wolves, City, Everton, West Ham. Yeah, we might as well go there, innit, for 4.1. Add player. What does that look like? So what will that give me? That'll give me a full team, -8. Go for broke. No, it won't even give me a full team, will it? What does it give me? It gives me a goalkeeper, obviously. Thankfully, Chilwell started today. That was one bit of luck I had. That could have backfired. Could backfire midweek. Could be rested midweek. I'm back. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Just been moaning my week, monkey. Looking at some transfers. Captain this game week. Ivan, I think I've currently got it on Firmino, I think. Let me just open up a separate one where I can look at my team. Pick my team so that the transfers stay on a separate screen. There we go. So that's my team as it stands at the minute. I'm considering removing De Bruyne for Mo Salah. This is for -8, mind. I'm back. You didn't go, Josh, did you, mate? I'm considering that. And then Dalot for Patterson. And then cashing in on Pope. And that's where the money comes from for that. And it's a fairly big move. It means I don't go for Cancelo in defence. It's a massive change of everything I'm planning to do. But to be honest with you, everything I'm doing just doesn't seem to work. Doesn't seem to work. I seem to be making the wrong decisions at the wrong time this season. Some may say I do it every season. But the season's not over. The season is not over. It's not doom and gloom. We've got plenty of time to come back. We've got a World Cup to go. Been looking into a World Cup fantasy, by the way. There's not one out yet. But I'm going to do World Cup fantasy football. Definitely streaming the old lot. Why not? Might be good at that. Mo is back. I think so. I think so. This is my team, Evie. This is what I'm thinking of doing for a -8. Because it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't seem to work anyway. This is what I think of doing for this game week. Let's have a look and see. I bet you he's already on the increase. Let's open the prize fantasy football fix. This is my favourite one. It's fantasyfootballfix.com. Prize predictions. It's going a bit slow because I'm doing the stream. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Predictions. It's because it's small. Normally I have it on full screen. No, price changes. Price change predictor. Let's see if everybody else is thinking as I am. So everyone's going for Trippier, Solanke. Progress per hour tone. So this is the biggest progress. Oh no. Salah's not yet. Maybe it's a bit early for it to be showing on here straight after the game. Maybe we need an hour first to see what's happened in the last hour. But Trippier was the one people were going for. Tony, Mitrovic, Firmino, Kane, Dyer, Perisic coming into teams. Solanke. What about Solanke? Is it over yet for Solanke? Is it? I mean, he's looking good, but he's overperformed, surely. Who would be the best Maddison replacement? I don't think it's that. I mean, Mount is the player I've been watching, but then he's had 2 goals today up against Brentford away this week. So I'm loath to say. I think sometimes I'm trying to analyse what I'm doing wrong. I think I'm looking at players far too long term and not looking at the here and now almost. And they're doing well, and I've been watching them for a while. And sometimes I may be bringing them in on a tough fixture. Yeah, Darren Walsh-Mountain saying the same thing as I'm saying. If I go on to the Fantasy Football Hub website, we'll look at midfielders. Let's have a look at the last 5 game weeks. Who's been doing things? Who's been doing bits? High low minute players. Let's get rid of those. That's not far. Oh, it's because I've got Liverpool in here because we were looking at that before. Where is the search box there? Let's just take it off. Sorry about that, viewers. So let's go 20. Right. So here we go. Here's what people have been doing. Not Saka this week. But if you're going to roll a transfer, if anybody's in the luxury space for rolling a transfer this week, then please do leave it in the comments because you need celebrating, especially if you're doing well. My word. That'd be something, wouldn't it? Son. Let's have a look at the expected goals. Involvement. So what I like to, so Maddison's gone. Bowen, obviously, but then they've got Liverpool, who are now back on form. Maybe we need to wait the week after for Bowen. Wait the week after for Saka. Trossard's got a good fixture this week, and he let everybody down this last game week. So maybe he's due a return next game week. Willock, Martinelli, no. I think Son's a good shout, to be honest. But for me, I think we've just got to go. We've got to go Liverpool, haven't we? We've got to go. We've got to try and get Mo Salah back in. Or is that a bit panic stations? You never know. Haaland could go on a bit of a drought. Is that possible? Can Haaland go on a bit of a drought, or have they just come up against a better team today? They did well, didn't they, Liverpool, to be fair? They did. Hate to say it as an Evertonian, but yeah, they did do well. You know, Man City are blooming awesome this season. The people who did to Son to Salah, who did on his wild card, only to get punished. Yeah. You ever tried blocking YouTube ads on mobile? No. You're concerned about how much Potter's rotating? I am, mate. Well, my concern with the rotation with Mason Mount was Conor Gallagher, but today, I only got to see the second half because today I've actually been Walton Hill Park, took my 2 little girls to see Everton women for the very first time, so that was a nice thing. But I got back for the second half of those games, and I had like 3 games on the go. And what I saw was Conor Gallagher came on, probably I think 25 minutes, half an hour to go. for Aubameyang, actually. And he stayed on Mason Mount till the end of the game. So he may be rested possibly this week, but he's pivotal to what they're doing. And currently, arguably their best player, in my opinion. But can they go to Brentford and get the result? And is that the best signing for this week? Is that a game week 13 signing? Mason Mount, having just bagged a couple of goals this week. Is he going to bag a couple again next week? I like to think mathematically. I know football isn't like that, but it's very rare these things. You know, look at Tony, big bang, gap in between, big bang. And that's how what I'm seeing from a lot of players, and it's about getting on that big bang when it's coming for these players, to be honest with you. And that's what I'm going to be trying to do. No one wants Saka. No, they don't want Saka, not this game week. Who's looking best for expected goals then? So Saka, Trossard, Bowen, Almiron. Been talking about Almiron for a while. Not sure about fixtures. We're going to have a look at some fixtures in a second, shall we? See which teams. In fact, let's do that now, and then we can come back and look at this a little bit better. So we'll go on to the Premier Fantasy Tools website and look at their fixture difficulty rating. I just like it because I can drag teams around if I want to. So I'll just minimize that slightly so we can see now. Nobody's interested in the game week after that, are they? Well, I'm surely not anyway. There we go. Right. So in terms of offence, which teams have got? Look at that. It's got to be Mo Salah, hasn't it? Now's the time. Now's his time before the World Cup. Tony owners sitting happy with some good fixtures after Chelsea. Everton. In terms of attack, we just need Dom starting the games, don't we? Leeds are looking good. I don't know how they didn't win or get a result today, to be fair. I mean, we haven't even talked about Arsenal yet, have we? Wow. Are Arsenal going to win the league? Are Arsenal going to win the league? I don't know, you know. Let's have a look at the league. All over the place, aren't I? Loads of things going on tonight. My head's buzzing. I've got to be honest with you. My head's buzzing. Let's have a look at the table. Let's not do them I'm not doing them transfers tonight, by the way. That's just something I'm thinking of. 4 points clear, top of the league now. 10 games in. Lost only one game. Arsenal's best ever start to a top flight season. Ever. Better than the Wenger days. That's a quarter of the season gone and they've only lost one game. We can't write them out. Why would you? They may not score as many goals as City. No, see, 24, but they're conceding the same. So defence, look at this. Goals against. Top four here, all on 10. All conceded the same amount. That's a bit of a random stat, isn't it? But yeah, Arsenal scored 24. City, 33 goals. So they'll keep scoring, but you can still win 1-0, can't you? If you're scoring way more than you're conceding. You've got a chance, Spurs. Arguably haven't hit their best form yet. Same points as Man City. Not saying they're going to win the league, but Arsenal have got a chance. Have Arsenal got a chance of winning the league? If I free hit game week 12, will I have 2 free transfers? No, not if you're free hit, you come back with 1 free transfer, mate. Always. It's a right kick in the, you know what. I seem to remember having 2, doing it, coming out and getting 1 and learning the hard way. Gambling's bad for you, Josh. There's only ever 1 winner. Honestly, mate, this is as close as I get to gambling. Yeah? You heard it here first. Talking from an ex-fruit machine addict. And do you recommend free hit? I would have 5 players missing. Now, yeah, I said I was going to talk about this, didn't I? Now, the thing with the free hit is there will be a week, several weeks later in the season. We already know, for example, Man City and Arsenal have got a double game week coming up because they've just come in. There will be double game weeks. Now, if you're missing 5 players this week and you free hit, in essence, you're bringing in 5 extra games. 5 people, 5 players playing 1 game each. In total, 5 games. But on a double game week, you can bring in, using a free hit, you can fill your team with double game week players and bring in 11 extra games, if you like. So for me, a free hit this season won't be on a week where I'm missing loads of players and I've got a really weak team. It'll be on a week when it's a double game week. Simple as that. Bench boost I might be doing game week 14-15 just to try and go into the World Cup with a fairly decent rank. Had an awful week. Right, what other games? Let's go and have a look. What haven't we talked about? So Brighton. Obviously, that's the fixtures. Oh, bloody hell. Let's go to points. So yeah, that's not my final score, obviously, because I've got a 1 or 2 bonus maybe. I think I got 1 for Foden. 33 I've got this week. But let's look at the game. So Brentford, Tony, obviously back, 2 goals. Smashing it. Tony owners, put your hands up in the air. I bet you were. Friday night. Onyeka with an assist. We've gone through the game review on that. Won't touch on that massively, but for me, he's the only player that sort of stood out there. If you're looking for a striker, maybe that's the one there. Leicester game, Zaha went off 70 odd minutes, didn't he? What a letdown that was. Zaha owners, hands up. Now, there's a possibility for a goalkeeper, maybe. What Crystal Palace fixtures like 6, not too bad. Need a budget goalkeeper this week. Likes to get involved, doesn't he? What else happened in that game? Leicester Crystal Palace. Let us know. Put your comments in here. Yeah, I'll go on the league in a minute, Josh, mate. Not a problem. Not a problem. I will go on the league in a bit. Let me just have a quick look and go through some of the games because that's the idea of the stream. That's what people have joined for, I think. So yeah, Leicester game. We had Harvey Barnes looking all right, but nothing really. Obviously, Ward got clean sheets. It was clean sheets all round for Gahey owners. Maybe Crystal Palace. Maybe these guys are someone to invest in if you're looking for a budget defender this week. I've done these games, so I'm not going to touch on these too much. Mitrovic, obviously, mudded sellers. Like I say, if you want to know what decision not to make, I'm the guy to watch at the moment. Diop with a goal, a rare one, and Solanke with a goal and an assist. Maximum points, 12 points this week. Hitting maximum bonus points, so fair play to him. Fair play to him. Nico Williams got his start, didn't he? For £4 million owners, so maybe worth still keeping on the bench because there's, Nathan Patterson's out, just as your bench fodder. But certainly not somebody you'd be looking to have as an enabler because he's not getting anything more than his appearance points. Sarr with 3 bonus. He's done amazing. Now, if anybody who watched my pre-season video, he was the goalkeeper I recommended at 5 millions. Yeah, and then never went for him. Again, another decision. I went back. People rushing back to Trent too early. I think that might be a rush back early, to be honest with you. I don't think it's all over. It's one thing raising your game for when Man City are coming to town. That does G the crowd up. That does have an effect on the game, without a doubt. The crowd sort of mentality. Kane keeps doing what Kane keeps doing. Just smashing it. 9 points. He's having the season. Is he having the season of his life? 9 goals. Wow. Scored in every game. Well, almost every single game. A double against Forest, and he's only blanked against West Ham and Southampton. Quietly going about his business, smashing it. 72 points. 10 games in. Could be on for a record season. Still not a bad signing either, is he? Now, one thing I will say, Spurs possibly. Son's a good player. Richarlison went off injured. Kulusevski's not quite back yet. I know Spurs fans are really wanting Spurs to be playing 3-5-2, which they finished the game playing again, and maybe that might be something they do for a few weeks. So maybe it's Son's turn to bang now. Maybe that's the player I need to jump on. Oh God, decisions this week. But unfortunate for Everton. Yeah, another. We've done well defensively, but Pickford giving away that penalty. It was a bit of a soft one, but I get my bias. But anybody else think it was soft? Was it just me? I haven't watched it over and over because I couldn't, because I was just fuming. Perisic with 2 bonus, clean sheet. Did say if he starts, he's likely he's gonna do quite well. Didn't get an assist though, which I thought he might do. That's Bentancur. No one's bringing him in, are they? I don't reckon. Chelsea, all about Mason Mount, wasn't it? All about Mason Mount. Maybe I should stick to my original plan. Maybe I'm going off things too much. Maybe I'm going. You chose Mitchell instead of Gahey or Anderson. You're concerned he isn't going to start against Wolves. He may not. We'll have a look at his minutes in a second. Remind me, if you do look at this, back to back. Mount's looking good. Get him in, everyone. Yeah. I'll wait. It can't get any worse for me, surely. Surely my luck is about to turn. It was 100% Ben. Alright, mate. Take me blue glasses off. Take me blue glasses off. Need a bit of this. Need a bit of this. Oh. Mitchell. Let me have a look at Mitchell. See his minutes for you, mate. Let me just go back up to Crystal Palace. No, we'll come back to Mitchell. Mitchell in the league. I've got a mental note of them. Chelsea, obviously, with clean sheets. Chilwell getting the start. Playing 3 at the back. Azpilicueta, he could be somebody good to bring in, to be honest with you. Chelsea's fixtures, not too bad. They weren't too bad, were they? Were they? Depends how you judge them, I suppose. Brentford away, Man United at home, Brighton away, Arsenal at home, Newcastle away. Maybe the worst than I think, but this is Potter ball. We're playing Potter ball at Stamford Bridge now. Who's got the best defensive? Newcastle, Brighton. This is why I brought Pope in. And then obviously I've rotated him this week. Brighton. So City. But they've got City then Chelsea. I don't think they're as good a fixtures as that. Alright, Forest. Fair dues. These games don't always work out the way it looks on paper though, as we know. That's why it's so bloody tough. Crystal Palace fenders, so got some good fixtures. Mitchell. West Ham. Do, 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 do. Which one was I on? Right, let's keep going down here. Let's have a look and see who else has stood out. Don't forget to mention, as I'm looking at each game here, looking at Aston Villa, Chelsea, who you think's and who stood out for you in this game. I didn't get to see all of it. Like I say, it was on in the background. So until I do a deep dive into each one, it's hard to see. Leeds Arsenal. What fighting spirit from Arsenal. Odegaard with another assist was taken off. Saka, another goal. Lots of people bringing him in before. Mount or Bowen, mate. If this week, if it was me, I think it's Mount, just because West Ham are on their way to Liverpool and they've just shown they can win there again at Anfield. So for me, this game week, it's Mount over Bowen, although Brentford have shown this is the debate. I'll compare the two. Player comparison. Fantasy Football Hub, link in the description below. Mason Mount and Bowen. So let's see how they've been doing. So we're looking at what have we got here? Per start. Let's go per appearance, because I think that's a stat that's more apt this season than it's ever been with the new 5 substitutes rules. Well, so far this season, they're neck and neck. Mount's obviously had 2 double-digit hauls. Is he going to get 3 in a row? Away to Brentford. I wouldn't put money on that, just as somebody who thinks mathematically. Law of averages and all that sort of thing. But this is football, so anything can happen. Bowen's away to Liverpool, so I'm not sure either of them are the best signing this week, to be honest with you. I was looking at Anthony, I was looking at Son. Let's compare Son up against... but let's look at the last 3 game weeks. Can I do the last 3 game weeks here? Where's the box? Why isn't it there? Fixture filters. There we go. Game week range. Let's go from game week 7. Is that when Potterball started? Look at that, neck and neck for points. Although what we'll say is Bowen is obviously spreading them out more. Per actual appearance, Mount's getting more. 2 goals, 2 assists for Mason Mount. 2 goals, 1 assist for Bowen. Expected G, Bowen smashing it. 1.9 to 0.6, so maybe there's a little bit more in the tank. Expected assists, Bowen. But then Mount, who's obviously got Aubameyang up top, hasn't he? Broya, Sterling, playing alongside him. Conor Gallagher. There's the heat maps anyway. Bowen's in the middle more, isn't he? Let's take out Mason Mount. Put in Son. Son young win. Anyone considering Andy Robertson? Mount or Zaha? See, Zaha was taken off in the 70th minute. Didn't look effective whatsoever. I had it on. It was disheartening. As a Zaha owner, It just feels like that trap all over again. Here we go. Son doing better than Bowen. Cost more money, so fair play. 3 goals, 1 assist. This is since game week 7. Touches in the box. Look at this though. Bowen 25. Shots more from Bowen. Shots on target more from Son. That counts more for me. The more shots on target, creating big chances, similar expected assists, less crosses. The interesting thing with Son though, like I said, for anybody who's just joined us, is, and tell me who watched the Spurs game, or if there's any Spurs fans on, I really want your feedback on this, because I might bring Son in. Oh God, see, I just don't know what I'm doing now. I have lost the plot. But let me know, Son, do you think Conte is going to play with this 3-5-2 a little bit more moving forward? Because that's how he seemed to finish the game. And they look a bit more dangerous like it, you know. You can't argue with this partnership, can you? Son and Kane up top. Bowen outdoing Son in all departments, apart from shots on target, crosses, final third passes, shots in the box. At 13. Who's got the best fixtures? Bowen, Mount or Son? Let's go with offence. Obviously these are debatable. So Tottenham comes 6th. West Ham 13th. Although these are joint 6th, so you could say sort of up to 9th, I suppose. 6, 7, 8, 9. So joint 9th equally. Chelsea 15. Away to Man United. Do you know? I'm gonna go with. I'm not gonna bring Mason. Looking at this now, I can't. I'm gonna have a little suck on my vape here. Anthony possibly. We'll compare Anthony in a minute. Man United, good fixtures. Let's compare Anthony up to Son and Bowen. See, I'm really tempted here now. Surely United can't keep 2 clean sheets back to back at Old Trafford. I mean, I know it's possible. You know, they've done it for, you know, many times before, but surely not. I wouldn't have to take a -8 then, would I? Let's go and have a look. I'm going back to my team. We'll come back to this one in a minute. I'll go to my team on a different page and we'll open it up. Let's start again. Just so I can see where that was. Team Tinker time. And then we'll go in a minute and we'll check out the prize predictor, see if people are jumping on Salah straight away. When you're doing your transfer show for the next game week, mate, doesn't the game week start on Tuesday? So transfer show, what day are we on? Sunday. See you tomorrow night, mate. This could be it. This could be it. God, it's a quick turnaround, isn't it, this week? Quick turnaround. So that gives me Sunday. How much does that leaves me? 0.5 in the bank. I'm doing that, by the way, just in case you don't know, because that means I can go straight to Patterson Straight to the lot. So Son can score past him. Oh, why is it when I want two players, they're playing each other? I can do that though. That's an option, I suppose. Means I don't have the money for Cancelo next game week though, as originally hoped. Right, well, that's one to think. That's one to consider. I'll just reset that. Come back in a minute. It's just a tinker. It's just a tinker. Let's keep going. Where were we? Leeds, Arsenal. Saka. No, we're not bringing anybody in there. Leeds. How many minutes did... Because I see Bamford was back today. Goal disallowed. A little bit hard. Well, no, he wasn't actually. His own fault. But they are pulling things back for what happens before, aren't they? Let's have a look and see. Matches. How many minutes did these players get for Leeds? Because I don't think Leeds have got the worst fixtures. No, up here for offence. Maybe we should be looking to bring back in Rodrigo. That's what I want to see. I don't even know if he played, to be honest with you. Where was I there? So I want results. Don't want tables. Results. Do 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 do. And I want to go and have a look at Leeds Arsenal lineups. Here we go. Right. So Rodrigo start, but only played a half. That's not saying sign me up, is it? Too differential, maybe. Jesus, let down before he goes. Absolute letdown. Could have gone Jesus to Firmino. Yeah. Would have put me in better position for this week. So no, that's not a consideration. Anybody considering any of these Leeds players? Aronson looking nice on the ball. Sinistera. Anyone consider anything there? Got some good fixtures. Possibility. Right, let's keep going. Games. We've talked about that one for long enough. Man United, Newcastle, 0-0. Who thought this was going to be 0-0? I didn't. Newcastle have been scoring goals for fun. Man United have been letting goals in here, there, and everywhere. Oh, in the odd game here and there. Half the games, if I remember rightly. Ronaldo starts. He was not happy at being substituted at all, was he? And what happened? Where is Bruno Fernandes? Look, the lot bonus points. So he is going to end up on 9 points. 32. This is why I identified him. Should I just be bringing him in now? Have I missed the boat? Have I missed the boat? So for me, Man United players, who's doing Anthony. We're going to have a look at Anthony, weren't we? How did Anthony do? How's he faring? Let's look. Bowen. Well, Son's got the best stats here, hasn't he, at the minute? So let's compare him against Anthony. So per appearance. So he's only played 3 of those. So he's had 6 points per appearance. Total of 18. Goals. 0.67 versus 0.75. This is versus Son. Obviously had those three. How was he today, Man United fans? Any Man United fans watching? How was Anthony playing today? Close to 100 subs. Does that mean if I get to 100 subs I've got to make my FPL song, mate? Oh. If you haven't subscribed, regular viewers, that's why Big Nose Monkey's telling me. Regular viewers know once I get to 100 subscribers, I've been promising to sit back, get the guitar, compose some sort of FPL song and perform it for you guys. It won't be live, but I will do something good. I have been thinking about it because we have been getting close. So yeah, that will happen. Possibly. We'll have a look before the end of the video, see where we're up to. Expected assist 0.3. He's about the goal. Oh, he's had 9 crosses though. Oh, did you see that Rashford miss towards the end? Kubo, can you give me some tips on my team? I can try, mate. We can ask the community. I'm after some tips for my team after my week. What's going on with yours, Kubo? Let me just pop and see player comparison in here. Let me put in Gay. Do this for my pal Big Nose with the big nose. I just spelled Gay. Is it G-U? G-E-U, isn't it? Seven players to play with, 1 free transfer for game week 12. Should I play my wild card this game week or game week 13? I think, in all honesty, unless you're planning to go without Man City players between and Arsenal players, and obviously you can bring one in at a time from next week, unless you're planning to go without them between now and game week 16, you save your wild card for next week. My advice. Anybody else? Thoughts on that? Simply because other people will be, and Man City have got some good fixtures. Brighton, Leicester, Fulham, Brentford. Got to be ready for game week 13. Lots of people will be holding their assets, as I am. Lots of people have been moving them out. Maybe that's why I'm struggling, because I've been holding on to them, probably. But then there's people held on to them that haven't done as badly. So bad luck, decision making at the wrong time. We work hard to get better. But it is all a game. It is always a gamble at the end of the day. We can only try and make the most informed decisions possible. Look at me, trying to convince myself, make myself feel better. I never figured out how to spell gay, did I? Never figured it out. Why isn't he coming up? Has he got like one of those things over his name? Because that happens sometimes. Yeah, let's just compare him to Anderson. Sorry, Gay, you were coming in then. Last 5 game weeks. Can we see how many minutes? Per 90 minutes. Last 5 game weeks. Mitchell 3 points. Ouch. Anderson 7. I mean, there's nothing about Tyreek Mitchell's stats there that make me go, say, sign him. 20 points for the season. Last 3 weeks. 3 points. Is that just last game week? 1 point this week. 2 point the week before. And a point the week before that. Is he coming on towards the end? It's got minutes on there, hasn't it? Mate. Maybe don't stick with Tyron Mitchell, but we're going into this game week and you might need to. You might need to, mate. If you haven't got enough players. Right, Southampton, West Ham. Getting our way through these games one at a time. Anything to see here? Southampton, West Ham. No clean sheets for anybody. Goals scored by people that we're never going to know. Ben Rama with another assist. Ben Rama with another assist. Is that 2 in 2 now? Oh, it was a goal, wasn't it? Oh, that was midweek. That was midweek in the European Cup. But a sign of maybe he's back. Minutes played 31. Has he been injured? It's not a risk worth taking that, is it? Not a risk worth taking that. Won't be coming into my team. No one signing Rice. Who else was in the game? West Ham defenders up next. Southampton. No one's invested. No. And then to the last game. Should I go -4? I think so. Taking hits in a game week where there is where you've got blank players now. Generally, as long as that player plays, they're going to get 2 points. And if you stick with the player that you haven't got, you're going to get 0 points. So as long as your player plays and doesn't get booked, or does 60 minutes at least anyway, and you get that, the game appearance 2 points, it's only costing you 2 points. So it's like think of it as a possible -2. I hope I'm not talking you into it and it goes wrong. Yeah, but think of it more of as a -2 this if you're doing that. Convincing myself to take a hit here. Think of it as a -2 because, yeah, and then obviously they've got to have a good fixture this week. They've got to have a good fixture this week, or they're setting you up for game week 13 for something else. You're working it down the line and they could get you a return this week. Yeah. By the way, just while I'm thinking about it, a little shout out to Trippier, one of the only players that I've signed after everybody else has signed there and then has performed. Mitrovic, by the way, signed him, got in, didn't perform, got injured, sold him, scored. It's like when I have Harry Kane in my team, never performs. Never performs for me. So, Liverpool City, who stood out here? Should Foden's goal have stood? Good to have you back, Josh. Kubo, right, so here's the team. Are you in the league, Kubo? If you're in the league, mate, I'll go and bring it up. Right, well, this is the last game anyway. Is it worth the players from this game to consider for me? Mo Salah, without doubt. Is he back? Definitely a consideration. Former FPL god, having a bit of a rest from that status. He has been, but is he back to take that mantle again? And Andy Robertson, possibly as a cheeky differential premium attacking defender. So, I mean, Trent is back. Is he going to play though? Because they have looked a bit more solid without him, to be honest. Kubo, let me know if you're in the league, mate. If you are, I'll bring your team up and have a look at it that way. If not, we'll go back and have a look at your comment in a moment. League. Let's have a look. Let's go this way. Winter Wonder Haaland. That's a new name, mate. That's a new name. I like it. Winter. I would take out the at the end of it, and it'd be Winter Wonder Haaland. Personally. 55 points. Well done. Who's that team of the week? 65. Hidden talent. Although on a -4. But 65 points is impressive. Pickford in goal. Perisic, Chilwell, Trippier, Sterling, Martinelli, captained Mount. Chelsea fan. Could have told us. Son. Maybe you did. Maybe you were on the stream the other night. Haaland, Rashford, Haaland. Wow, fair play. Fair play. In hindsight, it was always going to be a struggle for City at Liverpool. In hindsight, Liverpool were always going to be up for the game. All right. Well, we've got 36 people in the league now. That's great. If you're watching and you haven't joined the league, then please do join. I'm going to be heading off in a minute anyway. I'll come live tomorrow night. Have we got a game tomorrow? We haven't got a game tomorrow night, have we? We have a break from football for one night. Am I right in thinking that? We'll do the transfer stream if that's the case tomorrow night. Team selection vid out in the morning. Let me just check the price predictor before we go. Maybe we have to make some transfers tonight. It should have started reacting now. We've had a good hour or so since the game's finished. So everyone's going for Tony. Up against Chelsea next. Don't see that one. Trippier, Firmino, Solanke, Mitrovic, Verduz, Kane, Perisic, Almiron, Robertson, Shah, Trossard. I think no one knows what to do. Who's looking to change tonight? Tony, Trippier, Chilwell, Castagna, Thiago Silva, Dalot. Oh no! I might need to do my transfers tonight. What time are we on? Please don't join the league, especially if you're top 300k. Mate, I am going to close the league in the new year. Once we hit 1st of Jan, I'll close entries to the league. Don't worry about that. But for now, the more people we get with, teams to look at, better analysis of group people, the better. Definitely. The more the merrier. And what I want is people who support different teams as well. Because that way, we can hopefully get people's opinions, people who are watching their games. $674 points at the top. What's the rank again? So what we're looking at, what's pushing us? Overall rank 66k. Let's have a look, see if we can see it on here actually. Sure you can normally see it on here. No, maybe not. Obviously that's not got all auto subs and stuff in it yet, I would imagine. Don't reckon the game's updated just yet. Oh no, league tables are updating. So not fully finished as yet there, but that's Sar. Is it too late to go on Sar? 55 points. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have a little think about it. I ain't doing anything rash here now. I've done way too much stuff that's rash. Way too much stuff that's rash. So I'm going to have a little think about this. Go and have some dinner. If I do transfer tonight, hit the notification buttons. I'll just do a random late live stream. And I won't do the transfers without doing them on here. If it looks like the lot's going up tonight, that could force my hand. I ain't waiting. See you later, Josh. Take care, mate. Nice one for joining in, Monkey. Whoever else is still on the stream. Kubo. Didn't look at your team. Let me have a look. You've got one free transfer. You've got 1, 2, 3. You've got Haaland, KDB. Loads on the bench. Maddison, Red, Perisic, Anderson, Pope, Nico Williams, Anderson, Perisic. So you've got a defence. You got Zaha, Andreas, Mitro, and Tony. Just whether you want to take any of those people out of your team, any of the Man City and Arsenal, you want them for game week 13. Get in the league, mate. I'm going to do a stream tomorrow night. We'll have a look at it in more detail because I'm not sure if you're still on or not. All right, then. Take it easy. Thanks, everyone. See you.